Hello, everyone. How's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Factorio, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our complete beginner's guide, and look at all of our robots just doing their things. Logistic robots just topping this off, filling us up with all the things that we need. And speaking of that, while I'm here, we definitely want more robots to be moving faster. So that's worthy of our attention. Like, we might want to open up the research tree and look at getting, this, for example, like worker robot cargo size, but it does take red, blue, green, and purple science. And one of the things that we need in our science life, and you could see that the blue science track, for example, is empty. We've got red and green. Blue is effectively stopped. Now, we don't really need that anymore, though, because we need purple to even get going. So it's not able to start this project, but it is worth looking at. Okay, what's going on here? What are we missing for blue? And it's sulfur. The actual part of our chain that has stopped is the distribution of sulfur. And when I look at this and say, well, how could that have happened? Look what happened. It all went wrong right here. This needs to be outputting. I switched this up here, but this is not doing what we want it to do, right? It can't make it past here. So the sulfur is getting stopped in its tracks. So we have to fix this. So what we want is we have this belt that has plastic and sulfur, and all we need to do is say we're not going to worry about which side it goes to, but we still keep the filter so that it only no, it's not working. Nah. Yeah, okay, I can't do that. Never mind, I lied. All right, so we're going to have to do this differently. I'm just going to take this out for now. If I put plastic here, it's going to mess everything up. So let's get that out of the system. Okay. So what we want is I want to peel off sulfur to go up here and only on the right lane. So that's kind of, a confusing system that we have, and we're going to say, all right, left, and say, hey, only sulfur. Can you do that for me? And then it will eventually. But then the problem is this no longer. We're using a splitter basically in the wrong way. There's a better thing that we can do here. And let me get that one bar of plastic off. There we go. So what we're going to do is take this off. And then really all we have to do is just keep this here and then use a filter inserter, right? And then I don't even know if I have this on my hotbar, but I should have one. I do. Okay. And so we're just going to pluck off with the filter inserter. We're only going to whitelist sulfur. And then we're going to distribute it, but it needs to go on the bottom lane. So we're going to have to do some, funky stuff here. Let's do this. So you see it's going to put it here. And then oh boy. This is not ideal. I can figure this out. Yeah, I just need to do this in a different way. This is fine. So what we'll do is I got it. This is easy. We'll use the same thing. We're going to use the filter inserter, and we're going to take this off, and we're going to say, only please get me sulfur. And then all you need to do is put it here. No, it's, well, sort of works. We need you to go like this. And then it's done. And then also, we need to get the upgrade guy going right here. So all of these become red belts because we want this to go faster. And then all of a sudden, presto, we are about to have blue science being produced again. So I did this a long time ago to get batteries made. And ever since then, the blue science has been in arrested development because it's not getting any sulfur. And again, look. No, it's working now. There goes the sulfur around. Yes, now it's working. Okay. So we used the splitter properly there because we no longer wanted sulfur to go through, but back there that was the incorrect usage. So that was me flubbing, but what we were able to do is sort of correct it by just using a filter inserter. This isn't the fastest thing in the world, but we don't need that much right here. We're okay, actually, on battery production at the moment. We were only using these batteries for the flying robot frames. Okay, so good. And speaking of robots, we could build more if we wanted them, but I'm not, like, in a situation where I have to have that. Here's what we need. We need to get purple science. And for purple science, one of the main things that we're going to want to start adding on is we're sending red boards up this way. Oil. We're going to need more oil. So I'm going to go get that. These don't have power. Why is that? Did I get to build you a power line? I mean, there you go. Anyway, we're building this up here, and these are going up here. And so I started sending up red boards because for purple science, we need rails, electric furnaces, and productivity modules. So this, I think, actually was just my extension of red board land. And we're already putting red boards in here at a good clip. But what am I using these red boards for? I'm just making red boards, and I'm sending them up here. But to what end? That's interesting. Anyway, they're on my list, but I figured I would have been sending these. Oh no, they go to the blue science world. That's what they do. So this splits off and sends red boards down here, but this extension is all for the red boards that we're going to need for purple science. That's right. Now it looks though like we're doing okay. Yeah, we're doing okay here. All right. We can always just add more, but these red boards I do want to use for the purpose of building the next pieces that we need. All right, so let's do this one at a time so my brain doesn't explode. So we need productivity modules, which take red and green circuits. So we've got red and green boards here. However, all of these green boards are being consumed by red. So instead, what we can do is look for, do I have a, yeah, we're making green boards here, so let's just send some more green boards over this way along with the red boards. And that's actually all we need to make these productivity modules. So one thing I could do is, for example, build this right here and say, all right, we want productivity modules. And then use filter inserters, ton of them. And I'm going to put these on, I need these somewhere. What don't I use anymore? I don't use regular inserters, so let me just take this. Oops. Here, take this and get rid of that and put it there. Great. And then I'm going to just grab Oh, but it doesn't work because I need longer inserters. Okay, let me think about this. Right. Okay, so we'll just stop this right here, just like we did before. It's not my favorite solution, but we're going to just peel off these to the left, and then we will clean this up a bit. And then now we have this world of red right there. And then we can simply copy this construction here. Except what we want to do is not feed these to engines, but instead put this on a belt that goes up and distributes this further. All right, so I need more robots. Let's build a bunch more robots. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on logistics and construction. Just make like 10 of each. Open this and just say, okay, here, take all these logistics robots. You can have it. And you can also have construction robots. There we go. And then you can see green boards are being made. And then I can copy this and then just put it here and, here. Except here. There. That looks a little bit better. Okay. Looking good. Just wait for my guys to kind of get this sorted. And eventually they will. All right. So now, green board's coming up. All right. So really all we're waiting for is to see kind of like, we can expand this, but for now, I'm going to just, while this is working, I'm just going to start stealing green boards. Actually, I don't need to do this. I don't need the green boards for anything else. I'm just going to pull the green boards over to here. And then the red boards as well. And this will be the first area where we can just start dropping this in. And again, this is not optimized at all. This is really shooting from the hip, which is how I like to play Factorio. And we're going to go ahead and say, all right, what we need right here are productivity modules. And then I need a long-handed inserter to take going this way. And I need a regular fast inserter to go like this. And I need electricity up here, so that'll do. And then this is going to make these, which we could put on a belt and send over to our world of science. And we can start replicating this. But we don't have any power for this. So what we need to do is do this. And there we go. So then I'm just going to Control C, and I'm going to grab this and just kind of do that. That's wrong. Sorry about that. I completely put that in the wrong place, but you get the idea. There. Okay. So these should eventually start making the red guys that we need. And that's the first step. What's the next step, Purple Science? It's electric furnaces. Okay, so for electric furnaces, we need bricks, plates, and red boards. Okay. Out of curiosity, why are there these breaks here? I think I made a mistake. I think I didn't... Oops. Copy this, right? There you go. Yeah, that's... Those were not supposed to be there. There you go. Okay. And now, we do have... If I look at this... Let me see. So here's this portion. Right here. Oh, I was already bringing this over. Maybe for robot frames. Yeah. Okay. So now, we can bring over these along with the red boards. What are you waiting on? Green boards. And what are you waiting on? Copper. Oh. Now you can see, well, I think the news is pretty clear that the problem now is we're out of copper. So we solved our iron issue somewhat. Oof, even the iron. As I turn things back on and I start making this many boards, look at this. Even my iron production moves to a standstill. However, as we talked about, we have so much iron being put in on the train that we could just drop in some more stone, like furnaces, to process it and probably be okay. Oh, running low on coal. That's sad. You know, to be honest, though, look at all this copper that's coming in. Yeah, we just need to produce more. Yeah, because we still have copper up here. We just need to increase our output. When you start building more and more and more boards, you just got to boost your output. So all we have to do is just copy like this section and then say, hey, build me another one, and transport belt is in the way. Yes, it is, but all we need to do is hold shift and build it. And then I'm going to kind of build this, continue to build this, like this. And the robots are coming, but they're slow. And then they'll place all this stuff eventually. Where's my construction bots? Don't I have any robots on me? Yeah, but they can't get to the network. They need the parts delivered. Here they all come. So, the issue isn't necessarily that we don't have enough copper. They'll build that. We can just run away and let that go. But look at that. You see blue science? You see how it's all the way now filled up, like for so long. So we are doing very well in that regard. Okay. But I think it's fair to say that this copper is at 84K. And you see how, like, these have millions. So we are going to run out. So we need to find a new copper node. And we also want to start grabbing some more oil. Well, here's oil and here's copper, all right here. So there's bad guys. There's coal. We need to basically harvest this and either belt it back or put it on trains. Unless there's copper that's closer. Oh, there's uranium. There's copper up here by this oil as well. This is 1633% on the oil there. And this is, not a ton. So maybe our best play then is to go here to the coal drop and start working on this crude oil and this copper and sending it down. Now, in order to do that, we're going to need a bunch of things that we want to take up there. So, for example, we need electric furnaces, like a ton of electric furnaces. And we will go here and make as many as we can, and then we actually run out of bricks, which is interesting. But they'll fill us up while we're crafting more of these. We also need whatever is necessary to extract oil, which pump jacks. Do I have any on me? I don't. So 10 should be plenty. I have a bunch of piping. That should get me started. We have big power poles, small power poles. We have a decent amount of train tracks. We will need a new train. So that will require us to get another locomotive, a car, probably 2 cars, at least 2 train stops. Okay, so I'm just standing here while they are filling me back up as I make more and more of this stuff. Good. And I definitely need electric furnaces. Electric furnaces there. So I'm not going to go anywhere because I need to have all this topped off. But this will give us a good start. Okay. So now let's look at what we got. We have about 20 electric furnaces. We have a locomotive, two wagons, 2 train stops, and we have 10 pump jacks. I think we're good. Let's at least go explore. My car is right there. Probably smarter just to honestly ride the train up there. Actually, can I make the legs yet? Nah, I need blue boards. That's going to take a while. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, there's my car. Okay. So, I made a bunch of furnaces, and now I'm thinking to myself, why did I make furnaces? That wasn't what I needed. I need drills. But we can use the furnaces on site if we want to just send plates, and that's fine too. But no, I need... oh boy. No, what I need are electric mining drills. 40 should be fine. I'm going to get in the car. I'm going to get back on the robot network. I'm going to sit in this car for a moment while my robots come to fill me back up. So as I make stuff, they should be coming to give me plates, green boards. I still haven't put steel chests on the requester. That's my own fault. Can they not come if I'm in the car? Nah, that can't be right. No, they're coming. Let's see if they will come if I'm in the car. Yeah, they will. Here they come. Just takes them a second. That's why you gotta speed them up. Oh, they're coming, but they're like running out of power. Yeah, I just need thousands of robots. That's all there is to it. I just need way more robots. I'm just going to sit here for a second, though, because I definitely want to have all of this stuff. Just in case if we get out there and we need a bunch of supplies. This is a really cool part of the game where you get to this point where all of these robots are just coming to automatically address your needs and help you. And how are we doing? We're actually almost there. Except for the plates. We're way behind on that, but everything else, we're doing okay. Alright, so that's kind of scary that we're low on plates, but it's okay too at the same time. Take that, tree. Alright. Now, it's probably best... Oh, God. Sorry, pipe. It's probably best if I drive along my train tracks as much as I can, but not get hit by the train. So let's look out for it. Okay. So I'm here, and I need to basically go over here and go straight up. But I also need to get power. So I'm going to go to the far edge where this radar is, and we're going to drop a huge power pole here, and then we're going to start bringing power up. Oh, that's wrong. Not there, but there. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be weird. Right in between these bad guys. Now, you can build walls. Not guns, because we're playing peaceful, but just walls to kind of like cordon off the bad guys. And at this point, we are where we want to be, but we are dealing with a bunch of stuff that we don't want here. So we're just going to use the deconstruction planner on just all of this. Thanks, robots. Okay. This is the lazy way to play Factorio. Just let your robot laborers do it all. They will. They're so generous. Okay, let me make sure you guys can get home if you need to. They're fixing everything up. And there they go. All right, good enough. Okay, so here's the copper. And here's the oil. So let's start with the oil. And let me see here. All right, did I get it all? I did, but oh my god, look how close these guys are. So, do not hit any of these with your car. They will not attack us, but you just basically need to make sure that you don't hit them with your car or your train. If you do that, I think we're fine. Now, I stopped building power lines, which was a problem. Okay. So from here, then we can start dropping in, you know, more localized power. Kind of. And there they go. Okay. So now we have power. Here comes the oil. And I'm going to put this all just into one, like merge this into one pipe. Not like that, but we'll actually need a fluid wagon now that I think about it. Anyway, so here we go, and here is all of the oil, and it's all coming from here, and it's all coming out here. So then we need to start getting the copper going in, and we need to move it back to base. We are doing the right thing, but oh boy, we got to be careful. So our train needs to go in such a fashion that it probably goes through this forest by these power lines and just avoids these guys. We don't want any of them to wander onto the train tracks and get hit, and they shouldn't, but it's alarming nonetheless. All right, everybody. Well, we are getting closer We got our blue science back online. We're getting closer. We started building part of the purple science. We're moving out. We need copper going again. And we're just topping ourselves off to keep expanding our factory. I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.